Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for tonight's men's basketball action between the Pearl River Wildcats and your Meridian Community College Eagles. The starting lineups for tonight's action: first for the Pearl River Wildcats, number 0, Kelvin Allen, number 2, Cedric Brim Jr., number 5, Jerez Porter, number 11, Brandon Rochelle, and number 20, Christopher Agbo. The starters for your MCC Eagles: number 1, Tyler Williams, number 3, Kylan Hamilton, number 5, Alex O'Gwin, number 12, Talvin Dean, and number 15, Keontae Trotter. Those are your starters for tonight. The Pearl River Wildcats come into tonight's game with a 15-0 record. They are 6-0 in conference play, as your Eagles are 7-7, 2-4 in conference play. So a tough matchup tonight for the Eagles, but they do have the home floor advantage as we have a nice, pretty packed out Graham Gymnasium. I am Matthew Milner bringing you tonight's action. We thank you for watching us here on MCCEagles.com. We implore you to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook as we get ready for the tip here. It'll be O'Gwin tipping off. Against Agbo. And here we go. The Wildcats win the tip. And Brim brings the ball to the floor, gets it over to Rochelle. Rochelle drives off the backboard and good. And just like that, the Wildcats start off early. As Dean bringing the ball up the floor, gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to get the screen from Williams. A nice drive here. Tries to pass underneath. Williams can't come up with it. And driving all the way down is Allen. Allen no good, but a dunk there by Jerez Porter. And that gets the crowd going here. Trotter bringing the ball up the floor for the Eagles. Trotter double teamed. Gets it down to O'Gwin. O'Gwin with the jumper. Too strong. As Williams will kick it out to Dean, and he'll slow it down and run the play. Hamilton inside to O'Gwin, and O'Gwin no good. Misses the bunny. And that is not good right there. Nice behind the back pass. And we will get a charge on Allen, as Allen goes in a little too strong. O'Gwin missing the bunny there. Hamilton will look to inbound. A minute and a half gone here in the first half. Tries to get it down to Williams. It'll go off Williams' hand and out of bounds, and the Wildcats will take over. Brim will bring the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. Defensive chance going on the bench for the Eagles. Ball to Allen. Allen over to Rochelle. Rochelle back to Brim. Brim for three. Short, no good. And he would say it was tipped, and one official will say it was tipped out of bounds off the Eagles. As Zachary Parker will check in for the Eagles. Dean checking out. The ball will stay with the Wildcats. 14 to go on the shot clock. Gets it into Porter. Over to Allen. Allen for three. Allen hits the three. And it is a quick 7-0 here for the Wildcats 2 minutes into the game. Hamilton to Parker. Over to Trotter. Trotter looking to set it up. Over to Parker. Parker to Williams. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton with a nice shot fake and a three. Hamilton will hit the three. And that's what the Eagles needed right there. Rochelle, guarded by Trotter. Back over to Brim. Brim back to Rochelle. Rochelle for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Williams. And Parker will bring the ball up the floor. Over to Williams. To Trotter. Trotter back to Parker. Over to Hamilton. Back to Williams. Williams with the jumper. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Parker. Parker back out to Hamilton, and it goes off the hands of Parker. Too strong. Out of bounds with 17:03 to go here in the first. Brim bringing the ball to the floor. The Wildcats getting out to a really fast start. 7-0 run until the three by Hamilton. Brim over to Rochelle. Rochelle back out to Brim. Brim with the shot fake. He will shoot the jumper, and good for Brim. 9-3. 16:35 to go here in the first half. Hamilton bring the ball up the floor. Over to Williams. Over to O'Gwyn. And we will get a foul on the Eagles. It'll be on Kylan Hamilton. And that'll be his first. As Pearl River will check in Jonas James III, along with Fred Thompson. James bringing the ball up the floor. James losing the handle. Picks it back up. Gets it over to Thornton. Thornton out to White. White for a deep three. In and out, no good. O'Gwyn with the rebound. And Parker looks to push. Parker to O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn trying to get it to Trotter. He does. Trotter back to Hamilton. Hamilton with some fancy moves. Back to Parker. Coach calling out the play as Parker will reset with 13 to go on the shot clock. Coach telling Parker to go. Trotter for three. Off the left iron, no good. Rebounded by Thornton. Wildcats look to push. Intercepted by Williams. And Parker will bring the ball up the floor. Alvarez Powell going to check in for the Eagles. Parker finds Trotter. Trotter for three once again, and this one's good for three. 3-point contest with 15:10 to go here in the first half. Thornton. And we will get the foul. This foul will be on Trotter. Hamilton checks out. Powell will check in for him. White with the ball. Gets it over to James. Over to Thornton. Thornton back over to White. Back to James. James looking to drive. And we will get 3 seconds called on Kirk Parker, who was awaiting that pass from James. But 3 seconds called by the official. The Eagles with the ball. Parker gets it across half court. Over to O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn for three. O'Gwyn hits the three, and we are tied. Alex O'Gwyn, the big man from beyond the arc. Tie ball game with under 14 and a half to go here in the first. White back to James. James looking for the screen. Back to White. White for three. And White hits the three. And coach calling timeout for the Eagles. Was not happy about that coverage. We'll be right back. Eagles with the ball, trailing 12-9 with 14-13 to go here in the first half. Parker calls out the play. It's cross timeline. Parker to Trotter, over to Powell. Powell inside to O'Gwin. O'Gwin backing him down. He'll go up, and he'll roll in. And O'Gwin with the basket. Gets it up to White. White to James. James looks to drive. Nice pass down inside, but it is a travel. Fred Thompson travels for Pearl River, and the ball will go back to your Eagles. Powell will check in. Parker bring the ball up the floor. Over to Williams. To O'Gwin. And that is going to be picked away by Thornton. Thornton all the way. Blocked by O'Gwin. Thornton comes down with it. O'Gwin looked a little upset after he blocked it. Thornton came down with it, and now we will have a call here. We will get 2 shots for Eric Thornton. O'Gwin just, if he would have stayed with it there. But a nice block nonetheless. But Thornton will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Wildcats. And that one rattles in. Vernell Garner will check in for O'Gwin. I'd like to welcome all the Pearl River faithful that's watching the broadcast tonight. As that one is no good, rebounded by Garner. 2-point game with 13-10 to go here in the first. Parker being challenged by James. Over to Trotter. Trotter out to Powell. Back to Parker. Over to Trotter. Trotter will look to drive. Out to Parker. Into Garner. Over to Powell. Powell for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats, and James looks to push. He'll get it over to Rochelle. Rochelle back out to White. White for 3. Off the front iron, no good, and we're going to get over the back. Much to the delight of the crowd here in Graham Gymnasium. As Trotter will check out for the Eagles. Checking in will be Iverson Smith. Parker bringing the ball up the floor. Gets the call. Over to Williams. Over to Garner. Garner back to Parker. Williams trying to flash inside. Smith now with the ball. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Smith going to have to make something happen. Smith all the way to the rim. Oh, and it just rolls out. Rebounded by Rochelle, and Pearl River has the numbers. Up for the alley-oop and gets it to go. Nice transition there by Pearl River after the ball rolls out for Iverson Smith. Under 12 now to go here in the first half. Parker inside of Garner. Garner goes up. Garner gets it to go. And it's back to a 2-point game. Rochelle over to James. Cross-court pass to Brim. Back, cross-court pass to James. Out to Rochelle. Rochelle for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Parker looking to push. Over to Williams. Williams thought about a 3, but wisely passes to Powell. Powell gets it into Garner. We are going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul on Eric Thornton for the Wildcats, as Porter will check in. And now Abdi will check in for the Eagles. Powell needs to pick up this ball. The ref set it down. He's already started the count. Parker looking to drive. Off the backboard and in for Parker. And the game is tied at 15 with 11:05 to go. Defensive chance raining out. Rochelle down to Thornton. Kicks it back out to Brim. Back to James. James looking to drive. He'll go all the way. And good. Nice moves there by James. Parker. Over to Garner. Out to Abdi. Back to Parker. Trying to dish it inside. Parker losing the handle. Gets it to Powell, though. Powell out to Abdi with 8 to go on the shot clock. Abdi kicks it over. Powell for 3. And hits nothing there as it's rebounded by Porter, and the Wildcats will bring it up. Rochelle to Porter, over to James. James looking to drive again. Nice pass to Thornton, and Thornton up and good. Some great teamwork going on here by the Wildcats. And Smith. Smith to Powell. Powell has it stolen by Brim. Brim all by himself will lay it up and in. It is now a 6-point advantage with 9:43 to go here in the first half. As Talvin Dean and Kylan Hamilton will check back in for the Eagles. Calvin Allen checking back in for the Wildcats. Hamilton into Dean. Dean sending everybody down the floor. Dean trying to set up the offense. Gets it over to Smith. To Hamilton. Hamilton inside to Garner. Garner up. Garner will be fouled. And Garner will go to the line to shoot 2. Garner can't get the first to go. Garner on the season, a 40% free throw shooter. And the second will rattle in. 5-point game. 9:23 to go here in the first half. Eagles look like they are going to press. Hamilton meets Brim. Brim gets it up to Thornton. Back to Brim. Back to Thornton. Thornton thought about a 3. Thornton gets it back out to Brim. Brim looking to go. Brim all the way, and he will be fouled. And Brim will go to the line to shoot 2. This foul will be on Alex Ogwin. As Brim to the line to shoot 2. And the front of the rim for the first. No good. Christopher Agbo will check in for the Wildcats. And Brim gets the second to fall. A press coming here from the Wildcats. Iverson Smith will push it up the floor. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Over to Ogwin. And we are going to get a foul. Looks like on Brim. And Brim does not look happy about it. And this will be a foul on Brim. away from the ball. Hamilton gets it into Dean. Dean to Abdi. Back to O'Gwin. Back out to Dean. Dean with 6 on the shot clock. He's going to have to hurry. Dean all the way. And good. A great drive there by Talvin Dean. And James looking to drive himself inside to Agbo. Block, no good. And Rochelle goes up, no good. Rebounded by Dean. So an empty possession there for the Wildcats. Abdi will go for the 3. Too strong, no good. Eight minutes to go here in the first half. Dean will inbound. Into O'Gwin. O'Gwin, nice pass off the fingers of Williams, though. And out of bounds as Williams couldn't come up with it. We apologize for the scoring mix-up. The scoreboard had 17. While we had 18, and then after I changed it to 17, they changed it back to 18. It is a 4-point contest. 7:50 to go here in the first. Thornton thought about a 3, gets it inside to Rochelle. Rochelle up and good as he got O'Gwin to leave his feet. Dean bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Williams. To O'Gwin. To Hamilton, and we will get a foul on the Eagles. This foul is going to be on Dean. Away from the ball. James bringing the ball up the floor. Over to Thornton. Thornton looking to drive. He'll take it all the way, and good. And these Wildcats, they get to the rim. They are very good at doing it right now. As Dean gets to Hamilton. Hamilton left alone for 3. Hamilton hits the 3. And that is not a man you want to leave alone behind the arc. A mistake there by the Wildcats, and Hamilton makes him pay. As a nice, I'll try for an alley-oop there. Thornton just can't finish it. But a nice pass by James. O'Gwin over to Dean. Inside to Hamilton. Hamilton with the fadeaway. Off the front iron, no good. Saved by O'Gwin. Hamilton comes up with it. Hills go in. No good. Saved again by O'Gwin. And the Wildcats will come up with it this time. Thornton in the corner to Brim. Brim for 3. Brim hits the 3 in the corner. And we will get a timeout for the Eagles. As this is a great show by the Wildcats right now. We'll be back. We thank you for watching tonight's contest on MCCEagles.com. 8-point game here as the Wildcats lead 29-21 with 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Dean. Inside to O'Gwin, nice pass, and he will be fouled from behind. Jerez Porter. And O'Gwin will go to the line to shoot 2. And gets the first to go. Don't hold your breath while O'Gwin gets ready to shoot his free throw. He takes his time at the line. And the second too strong. Brim. Over to James. Into Porter. James guarded by Dean. James takes all the way to the rim. And we will get a charge on James. And the ball back to the Eagles. James going in a little out of control. Hamilton gets it into Dean. Dean will set up. Gets the call. Dean trying to get it inside to O'Gwin. He forces it in there. O'Gwin. And the basket will not count. They will call a charge on O'Gwin. He did. He wrapped his elbow around. Good call there by the officials. And the score remains 29-22 with 5:17 to go here in the first half. Thornton gets a screen from Parker. Thornton looks to go all the way, kicks it out to James, over to Brim, and Brim's going to get the foul. That foul's going to be called on Talvin Dean. And in the bonus are the Wildcats. They will go to the line shooting the 1-and-1. Trotter will check in for Dean. And Agbo will check in for the Wildcats. Brim to the line for a 1-on-1. And it rattles in. And the second one goes as well. Brim will now check out. Checking in will be White. Hamilton into Dean. Excuse me, Smith, Iverson Smith. Into Hamilton. Hamilton. Over to Smith. Back out to Hamilton. 10 to go on shot clock. Hamilton will shoot one. No good. Rebounded there by White. Off to James. James looks to drive. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded there by Porter, no good. Rebounded again by Thornton, and that one is good. And we will get a technical foul on Thornton. He stared him down after he tipped that one in. The ref's not going to allow that one. And Iverson Smith will go to the line for the technical. Gets the first. Abdi and Powell checking in for the Eagles. as Rochelle checks in for the Wildcats. Smith gets both of them to fall. Cuts it to 9, and the Eagles will get the ball. Smith making the most of the opportunity on the technical there by Eric Thornton. And Smith will bring the ball up the floor. Guarded by James. Over to Abdi. Abdi had Smith inside for a second. Trotter. To Powell. Back to Smith. 10 to go on the shot clock. Smith to Trotter. Trotter for 3. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Rochelle. And the Wildcats will push. James. Back out to White. White thought about a 3. He'll shoot the jumper from the free throw line. No good. As Garner comes down with the rebound. And now Smith will set up the offense. Out to Garner. To Abdi. Abdi in the corner to Smith. Eagles having a tough time trying to work this ball inside. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Smith just forcing his way in there. He's stripped, though, as James looks to push it up to Rochelle. Rochelle to the basket and good. The Eagles having a very difficult time trying to work the ball inside. With 3:05 left to go here in the first half. Trotter over to Abdi. Garner working hard inside, just can't get it down to him. Abdi to Trotter. Trotter looking to drive, and he will be fouled. This foul will go against Cameron Smith of Pearl River. And Trotter will go to the line to shoot 2. The Eagles having a hard time getting it inside. They're just trying to force their way in there. It is a 1-and-1, and he does make the first. Cuts the lead back to 10 with 2:49 to go here in the first. Trotter to the line to shoot his second. And gets it to go. James. Bring the ball up the floor, met by Parker. Over to White. In the corner to Porter. Back to White and back out to James. 13 to go on the shot clock. James looking to drive. And that will be a travel. So a good possession there for the Eagles, who will try to cut into this lead even more on this trip. Parker brings the ball up the floor. Gets the call in from coach. Parker trying to get it to Powell. Off the back of Rochelle, and it actually comes back to Parker. 10 to go on the shot clock. Gets in the corner to Trotter. Trotter to the corner. Powell. Powell's going to be blocked. And Rochelle will come down with it. James over to White. Rochelle. And James will look to set up with 1:45 to go here in the first. Rochelle guarded by Parker. Parker gets him to... Oh! Garner was trying to push it up to Parker. Rochelle gets it back and puts it in. Unfortunate there for Garner. As they had the steal but gave it right back. Parker out to Trotter. Trotter to Garner. To Parker. Parker with 8 on the shot clock. To Powell. Powell for 3. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by White. And Pearl River slows it down. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Pearl River leads by 11. Gets it to White, over to Rochelle. Rochelle calling for Porter. Porter will look to drive on Powell. Kicks it back out to Rochelle. 5 on the shot clock. Rochelle will shoot the 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Abdi. And the Eagles are pushing. Parker all the way to the rim. No foul called there. And the Wildcats will hold for the last shot of the first half, you would think. Some contact there, but no call. As 10 seconds here in the first half. James looks to drive. Will shoot the jumper. No good. Abdi with the rebound with 3 seconds. Abdi will shoot it. No good. And we will go into halftime score 37-26 in favor of the Wildcats. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to the second half. The Eagles will start off with the ball. Dean gets it over to Trotter. Trotter to Hamilton. Back over to Trotter. Trotter tried to get it inside to O'Gwin. Gets it to Williams instead. Williams gets it back to Hamilton. 8 on the shot clock. Hamilton looks to drive. He'll shoot the jumper, and good for Hamilton. Brim over to Rochelle. Back to Brim. To Thornton. Back over to Brim. Brim with a nice pump fake. And Rochelle gets O'Gwin to leave his feet again. The foul will be on the floor, so the basket does not count. But second time, Rochelle's gotten O'Gwin to leave his feet. And Garner will check in for O'Gwin. Allen gets it into Agbo. Over to Brim. Brim back to Allen. Allen trying to get it off. Kicks it back out to Brim. 10 on the shot clock. Brim looks to drive. Nice block there by Garner. And he'll say it hit the bottom of the backboard. So out on the Eagles, the ball will stay with Pearl River with 5 to go on the shot clock. Brim out to Allen. Allen has it blocked. Ooh, and that is a bad foul right there by Talvin Dean. As the shot clock's running down, a deep 3 by Allen, and Dean just gets up in his face. As Allen gets the first. Two more shots coming. Gets the second. Dean will check out. Parker will check in. And Allen gets all 3 of them to go. The Wildcats will press. Trotter. Here comes the double team. Trotter kicking it down to Williams. Out to Parker. Back to Williams. Back out to Parker. Parker will reset the offense. 10 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Garner inside to Williams. Williams going up strong. Off the backboard and good. Brim up to Thornton. Thornton will be fouled by Trotter. Trotter got beat. And that is 3 fouls on the Eagles here in less than 2 minutes. Rochelle gives it back to Brim. And we're going to get a foul on Rochelle with a push. And the ball goes back to the Eagles. 10-point game here, 18-12 to go in the second half. Parker over to Trotter. Trotter to Garner. Out to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to work it inside. He'll come to the top of the key. Hamilton to Parker. Parker with a jumper. And that's good. Cutting the lead to 8. Defensive chance ranting out here in Graham Gymnasium. Brim to Thornton. Thornton to Rochelle. Rochelle looking to drive. And off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Allen. Allen puts it up and good. And just when the Eagles get a stop, they cannot get the rebound. Parker gets it over half court. To Hamilton. To Garner. Garner pass to Williams. Williams with the jumper. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Agbo. And here comes Brim. Brim with a step back jumper. And rolls out. Rebounded by Williams. As Trotter will bring the ball up the floor. To Parker as Williams ends up on the floor. Gets back up. Garner. Back to Parker. Inside to Trotter. Nice pass. And Trotter just brings it back out for some reason. Trotter had the easy layup and for some reason brings the ball back out. And it's going to be a carry call on Trotter as he makes his way to the bench. And coach will have a talk with him. I'm not sure why he brought that one back out, but the ball will go back to Pearl River. Under 16 and a half to go here in the second half. Brim to Allen. Allen to Rochelle. Rochelle, hill drive, jumper. No good. And out on Rochelle. Ball will come back to the Eagles. James checking in. And Porter as well for Pearl River. Iverson Smith now in for the Eagles. As Parker will bring the ball up the floor, goes off his foot, and he is out of bounds. Mishandle right there by Parker. The ball goes off his foot and out of bounds. The ball back to the Wildcats. Thornton will bring the ball up the floor. And a nice steal right there by Garner. Over to Parker. Garner to Williams. Williams to Hamilton. Tries to work it inside of Garner. We will get a foul. The foul will be on Porter. Ball will be taken underneath. 10-point game. 15:44 to go here in the second half. Parker will take the ball out. Gets it into Williams. Back out to Parker. Up top to Hamilton. Kylan. 10 on the shot clock. Looking to drive. Takes it all the way, and it's blocked by Agbo. And it does go out of bounds off the Eagles. The ball will go back to the Wildcats. Nice block there by Agbo. Thornton. Thornton gonna drive. And Williams just misses the block. Thornton comes down with his own rebound. And we'll get the foul. As Williams just misses the block. Thornton comes down with his own rebound. Gets the end one. Now to the line. Off the front iron, no good. Can't finish it. Rebounded by Williams, and here comes Parker. Williams to Garner. Back to Parker. Inside to Williams. Great pass by Parker. James to Thornton. Thornton has it blocked by Garner. Still gets it inside to Agbo. Blocked. And the ball will go out on Pearl River. The ball back to the Eagles. Ten-point contest, 14:30 to go here in the second half. Parker gets it to Smith. Smith guarded by Allen. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton just throws one inside off Garner, and Smith comes up with it. Smith with the floater and good. The Eagles, they can get it down under 10, but can they play defense now? Parker clapping his hands with his bench. James to Porter. Porter drives. Nobody stopping Porter, too strong. Williams comes down. Fortunate there for the Eagles because nobody came out to stop Porter. Williams to Hamilton. Parker will reset. To Hamilton. Hamilton out to Garner. To Smith. Smith faking a three. 7 on the shot clock. Smith looks like he's going to run ISO and try and take it himself. 2 on the shot clock. And they say, no, he didn't get it off. Shot clock violation. And Smith says, my bad, to coach. 13:20 to go here in the second half. James bringing it up the floor. Met by Parker. Picks up his dribble. And a great attempt there by Williams, and it will go to the Eagles. James picking up his dribble. And it is knocked away by Williams. Off the Wildcats. And the Eagles will have the ball. With 13 to go here in the second half. Parker looking to drive. Kicks it back to Williams. Williams back out to Parker. To Hamilton. Garner trying to work inside. Hamilton. Oh, too strong. And that looked like he slid there. As Garner comes back and the ball's just ricocheting all over the place. As Brim will bring it back out. Finds James. James inside to Abdo. And Agbo off his hands and out of bounds. Some sloppy work from both teams there. As the ball was just knocked around all over the place. Kirk Parker checking in for Agbo. Gets it into Garner. Back to Hamilton. Garner pops out. Over to Williams. To Hamilton for 3. Too strong. Parker tried to go for the rebound. Rochelle comes down with it. And, ooh. Smith knocks it away and almost ends up in Pearl River's bench. But keeps his feet. Ball out of bounds on Smith. And Pearl River retains possession. James. Looking for that screen from Parker. Back out to Brim. Brim looking to drive. Brim all the way to the rim. No good. And Garner coming down with it. Smith. Guarded by Brim. Over to Garner. And we're going to get a timeout. Meridian Community College will take it with them. We'll be right back. Back out of the timeout. The Eagles will have the ball. Hamilton will take it out. Parker, guarded by James. We'll see what the Eagles drew up during the timeout. Over to Williams. Back to Parker, under 10 on the shot clock. Parker's going to have to make something happen here. Smith, 3 seconds to go. Smith with the jumper. And good for Smith right at the buzzer. Thornton in the corner to Brim. Brim kicks it back out to James. James will drive, and that'll be a kick ball on Williams. Extends his foot out and kicks it. Ball will stay with Pearl River. James into Rochelle. Back out to Brim. Brim for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Hamilton. And a chance to really cut this deficit right here for the Eagles. Parker, Abdi. Abdi over to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to drive, kicks it out to Williams. Williams with the jumper, no good. Leaves it just short. Rebounded by Thornton, and now James looks to drive. Nice recovery by Abdi. And the ball will go out on Parker. Great recovery speed by Abdi. Or Parker would have had himself an easy lay-in. .10:30 to go here in the second half. Parker bringing the ball up the floor. Calls out the play. Parker out to Smith. Smith with the three. And it's good! And this gets everybody on their feet as they have cut the deficit to 3. Pearl River did lead by 12. And double digits for most of the first half. As James goes all the way, no good. Rochelle will throw it back. And Brim has it. And batted away by Hamilton. The ball will go out of bounds. And Pearl River will have the ball. But great effort here by the Eagles to come back. 9:42 to go. As Hamilton will check out. And Powell will check in. And the officials are going to meet here. We thank you again for watching us on MCCEagles.com. Please follow us on Twitter, Meridian CC Athletics, and like us on Facebook, Meridian Community College Athletics. Follow MCCEagles.com for all your up-to-date athletic scores, news, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MCC The One is James. Nice kick underneath to Rochelle, and Rochelle will travel. And the ball will go back to the Eagles. And a little life coming right now from this MCC crowd here in Graham Gymnasium. Pearl River bench with chance of defense. Smith bringing the ball up the floor. To Williams. Out to Abdi. Over to Powell. Powell back out to Parker with 10 to go on the shot clock. Parker looks to drive all the way. Off the iron, no good. And recovery speed almost gets Thornton. And James looking to drive. And a foul called on the floor on Williams. Excuse me, he called it while he was in the motion of shooting, so there will be 2 shots. And James, too strong in the first. 8:56 to go here in the second half. 3-point contest. James with his second. And the second falls, making it a 4-point contest. Parker bringing it up the floor. Ball out to play. Parker over to Smith. And we will get a foul. It looks like a foul on Williams. As it looked like Rochelle hit the deck. And the foul will be on Williams. So that three that you just saw will not count. And the fouls now. 6 for the Eagles, 2 for the Wildcats. 8:30 to go here in the second half. Thornton looking to drive all the way. No good, and that's going to be an over-the-back foul on Rochelle. Rochelle with a push over the back. And the ball goes back to the Eagles. As O'Gwyn will check in for Williams. Powell will inbound. And as he has all night, Parker will bring the ball up the floor for the Eagles. Parker looking to set it up, trying to get it inside. Smith. 10 to go on the shot clock. Smith out to Parker. Parker's going to have to shoot and misses everything. As they have the numbers, does Pearl River, and Brim good. That fast break. Really good for the Wildcats, and it's back to a 6-point contest. The Eagles had it down to 3. Abdi to O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn needs to get it out to somebody. Parker comes back to get it. And once again, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Eagles running the shot clock down. 5 to go. Parker inside to O'Gwyn. O'Gwyn with a nice move. And O'Gwyn finishes at the basket. A nice spin move there by Alex O'Gwyn. As Parker motions to the bench, Smith needs a breather. Thornton. Oh, and it's going to be a foul on Iverson Smith. Reaching in on Thornton. And that is the 7th team foul for the Eagles. Shooting 1-1 will be Thornton. As Kylan Hamilton and Trotter check back in for the Eagles. And the first rattles in. And the second falls out. Abdi with the rebound. 5-point contest here with 6:50 to go in the second half. Trotter bringing the ball up the floor to Abdi. Over to O'Gwyn. Back out to Trotter. And with Parker on the bench, Trotter will now run the offense. Out to Powell. Powell with a nice fake. And Powell cannot get it to go. O'Gwyn goes in for the rebound. And this foul is going to be on Brim for the Wildcats, as O'Gwyn was able to come down with it. He gets run into by Brim. And we will get a timeout from the Wildcats. We'll take it with them. Stay tuned for the thrilling finish. 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in the second half. A 5-point game as the Eagles have clawed their way back. They've been down by double digits a few times in this game. Cut the deficit to 3, excuse me. And now it's 5. Trotter inside to Abdi. Abdi off the backboard, no good. Powell comes down with it inside to O'Gwin. And a lot of contact there, and they're going to say off of O'Gwin. There's quite a bit of contact, no call. Good defense there from the Wildcats, and now James will bring the ball up the floor. Over to Brim, back to James. Inside to Rochelle. Rochelle up, no good. Rebound by Abdi, and here comes Kylan. Hamilton to Trotter. Trotter calls out the play. Over to Abdi. Abdi to Hamilton. Inside to Abdi, off his hands. The ball will go out of bounds off the Wildcats. Abdi's got to hold on to that. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 5:44 to go in the second half. Trotter will inbound. Inside to Powell. Oh, it can't get the finish, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. And that would have been a big shot if he could have gotten that to fall. Just left it too short. And the first rattles out. Gets the second to go. Back to a 4-point game here. Brim with the ball. Back over to James. James guarded by Hamilton. James will try to drive. Nice pass to Rochelle. Rochelle no good. Kicks it out, and here comes Trotter. Trotter got numbers. And a charge called on Trotter. Excuse me. Not a charge. Excuse me. It looked like the ref had motion to charge. He motioned for a block. And Trotter will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, they counted the bucket, excuse me. Okay, so they did count the shot. They called it goaltending. And now we're going to have a discussion. So they do count the shot as goaltending, and it'll be 1 shot at the line. Bit of confusion there, but Trotter goes up. Goaltending is the call, and he will go to the line to shoot 1. And it's a 1-point contest here, ladies and gentlemen. 5:10 to go here in the second half is James, guarded by Powell. And Powell just gets too over anxious and fouls all the way out here at half court. And James will go to the line, shoot the 1-and-1. Powell just needs to back off of that a bit. Got a little too aggressive. James gets the first to go. Back to a 2-point contest. 5:07 to go here in the second half. James to the line to shoot the second. And no good. Rebounded by O'Gwin. It is a 2-point contest here in Graham Gymnasium. Under 5 to go. Trotter into Hamilton. Hamilton all the way to the rim. 2. And it will be a foul on Allen, much to the dismay of the Pearl River bench. Allen will be called for the foul, and Hamilton will go to the line with a chance to tie this game up for the first time since the early going here in the first half. Hamilton with the first. And he gets the second. We are all tied up here, ladies and gentlemen, at 49 with 4:45 to go in the second half. Graham Gymnasium coming alive with defense chance. As James gets the screen to Thornton. Thornton will travel. Good defense there, and the bench is up for MCC. He tried to take it in. He was met by 3 Eagles. Allen will check out. Rochelle will check back in. 4:30 to go here in the second half. We've got a thrilling one here for you. Trotter gets it across the timeline. Gets it inside to Hamilton. Hamilton bakes it in. And the Eagles have the lead, 51-49. Over to Thornton. Thornton inside to Rochelle. This time O'Gwin does not jump, but he will still be called for the foul. And I don't know about that one, ladies and gentlemen. O'Gwin has jumped on Rochelle all night. This time he stands still and gets called for the foul. And Rochelle will go to the line to shoot 2 with 4:01 to go here in the second half. Gets the first. Coming into tonight's contest, MCC Eagles 7-7. Pearl River 15-0. As that one does not go. And he's going to say O'Gwin in a lane violation. Not a good sequence here for Alex O'Gwin. As Rochelle missed the shot, but he gets O'Gwin on the lane violation. And banks that one in. And we are tied once again. Pearl River 15-0 coming into tonight's contest. And Dean had it stripped away, got it back. Abdi all the way. Nice pass to O'Gwin up. He's fouled and one. And this place has come alive as O'Gwin will go to shoot the and one. The officials having the bench sit down. But this crowd has come alive here at Graham Gymnasium. Off iron, no good. Agbo with the rebound. 2-point contest, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second half. Thornton over to James. James up to Rochelle. Rochelle will bank it in, and we are tied once again. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you are a Pearl River Wildcat or a Meridian Eagle, You are getting a great showing right here. And this foul will be on James of Pearl River. Away from the ball. And we'll get a 1-and-1 for the Eagles. Powell will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Powell gets the first. And the Eagles take the lead once again. And the second falls out. It's a 1-point contest, 3:10 to go here in the second half. Thornton looking to drive. He'll take it all the way. Blocked by O'Gwin. And the ball out on the Eagles. O'Gwin with a great block. Brim will inbound up to James. 15 on the shot clock. In the corner to Brim as he got him to jump. James for three. Too strong, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. 2:45 to go here in the second half. Talvin Dean calling it out. Hamilton gets mugged. And that'll be a foul. As you walk back, we don't need any technicals here. Not in a big moment like this. Hamilton will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. The double bonus now. It'll be 2 shots for Hamilton as the Eagles are in the double bonus. The officials trying to make sure everybody stays calm. Hamilton gets it to go. And the second will fall. It's a 3-point contest with the Eagles leading as White will now check in for Pearl River. They will roll the ball in with 2:36 to go. The Eagles will not challenge them on it. 3-point contest, 2:30 to go. As James kicks it out to White. White out to Brim. Brim will be fouled by Dean. Dean just got beat. Instead of giving up the easy layup, he reaches in. Brim to the line to shoot 2. Both teams in the double bonus now. And rolls out, no good. And the second will go. And we will get a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, stay here for the thrilling finish. We'll be back. 2:20 to go here in the second half. The Eagles lead by 2. Powell to inbound to Dean. Dean bringing it up the floor. Got to get across the timeline. Gets it up to Powell. Back to Dean. And they will set up. Dean inside to O'Gwyn. He goes up. He's blocked. And Dean will come up with it. There's only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dean's got to go. And gets it to go. Dean with the lay-in. A 4-point contest with 1:45. Thornton with the ball. Inside to Agbo. Back to Thornton. Thornton goes up. No good. Tries to throw it back inside, and Brim has it. In the corner. Kicks it back out to James. James to the corner for Rochelle. Rochelle will drive, and he'll lay it in. A 2-point contest and a timeout by Pearl River. 1:25 to go. We'll be back. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. You picked a good one if you started new with us. Abdi brings it up the floor. Out to Dean. 1:15 to go here. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton for 3. He hits the 3, and this place has erupted. 1 minute to go. Thornton. Brim out to James. James back to Brim. Brim with the floater. No good. Agbo with the rebound. He'll be fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Abdi trying to say it's on him, but it'll be on O'Gwyn. There'll be 2 shots for Agbo. 61-56, 47 seconds left. And we get a little stoppage here. The foul will be on Alex O'Gwyn. He will be leaving the game. As Garner checks in for him. We'll get 2 shots for Agbo with a 4-point game. He gets the first. And the second will fall. And another timeout coming here from Pearl River. 2-point contest. Or 3-point contest. 47 seconds. We'll be right back. Out of the timeout, a 3-point game. Eagles with the ball, 47 seconds. Gets it into Abdi, and it's knocked out off of James. The ball will stay with the Eagles. We will get a timeout by Meridian Community College. We'll be right back. Powell set to inbound for the Eagles. And we're going to get another timeout as he couldn't find anybody. We'll be back. Powell, Smith, Dean, Hamilton, Abdi. The 5 Eagles on the floor. Gets it into Dean. Dean has it batted away, but Smith comes and gets it. Smith trying, got to get it over the timeline. They do. Up to Powell. Powell, no good with the bunny. 30 seconds to go. Prim all the way. Prim gets it to go. 1-point game. Hamilton over to Dean. Dean's getting trapped again. Dean just throws it up. Intercepted by Pearl River again. Up to James. Oh, and he cannot get it to go. There's 15 seconds. James had a chance to take the lead. And some sloppy basketball by MCC right there. Dean got trapped twice. And both times, wasn't sure what to do with it. And Powell missing the bunny. That could have put it away. James to the line with a chance to take the lead. Trotter checking in for Dean as Dean is fouled out. James to the line. Gets the first, and we are tied as this crowd gets louder. James with a chance to take the lead. And it rolls in, and we will get a timeout from Pearl River. Gut-wrenching right there for the Eagles, but they've got to collect themselves. They have 15 seconds. Quite a sequence of events here, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles had a 3-point lead. They now trail by 1 with 15 seconds to go in the contest. Hamilton bringing it up the floor. 10 seconds to go. Gets it to Trotter. Trotter leaves it short. Hamilton has it go off, and it'll stay with the Eagles. It'll stay with the Eagles. That was the call by the official. And it looks like we've got a timeout. 5 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this one will decide it when we come back. (62-61), 5 seconds to go. Can we see some magic from the Eagles? As the officials are trying to get control here. Everybody ready for this. And we're going to get another timeout. Please stay with us. We'll finish this at some point, I promise. All right, we are all out of timeout, so I promise that should be the last break. 5 seconds, 1-point game. Eagles trail by 1. Gets it in. Powell just needs to shoot, and he can't do it. Powell loses the handle, and Pearl River will win the game. They will remain undefeated. And you hate to see that. Doesn't even get the last shot off. But a hard-fought comeback by the Eagles as they were down by double digits, and they stuck around with this tough 9th-rated Pearl River team who will now go to 16-0 and 7-0 in conference. We thank you for following along on this wild finish, and we wish you all a good night.